Alright, Good Buster here. We're going to explain some things. This is a special bonus to all y'all out there listening. We're going to explain how this all relates from what happened in my driveway all the way to the presidency. Because I don't show no favorites. My job is to warn the people. So we'll start with this, and this is the stencil for the Rebecca Gould thing that happened with this. And see, these people weren't caught. But these people can all be named. Now, with that said, on 12/22, you had Trump stand up in Phoenix, and he's talking about the Firebird. You can see some of this on Unveiling Shadows podcast with Kimberly Mosby. Um, he's talking about he's standing in Phoenix, which is the Firebird, the rises out of the ashes, and the Golden State's on fire. Okay, at this point, talking about Golden Age. Well, you come around here 9 months, and he's standing back in Phoenix at Charlie Kirk's funeral. Um, this was not by chance. Because if you go over here, Rebecca Gould was not by chance. And from this point right here, and this point right here currently, you have Turning Point, USA. And after that 9 months comes over to here, back over to June, just like this one, back over to June. Okay, same dates, everything. Now, right here, we have a Lieutenant Criminal Investigation Division, Stone County, Arkansas, Jennifer Osborne. See how Osborne is the name? And 1 year and 2 days later, see, she shows up on the half moon overhead with the sun setting. And 1 year, 2 days later, Brad Breeding shows up right here in June with the sun rising and the half moon overhead, okay? And his name's Breeding. So we got a Breeding. We got a Osborne, okay? So if this is the death, then this is the resurrection. And what do you have going on right here? It's the birth of America. It's the rebirth of America. This is what you're going to see coming up, okay? So these things that are happening in my driveway or at my property, this would be death and resurrection. It'd be the black arm and the white arm of Baphomet. And this is what the Templars got accused of worshiping back when King Philip trapped them on their Friday the 13th and eliminated them. And this goes with what I'm saying about you should really leave America, because China and all those other nations are out there looking at this right now. And I think they're going to win a war that we're fixing to soon be in. And I say that for a reason. When Rick Pearson says, "Get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans," you're already in darkness. These people are practicing communism. And they didn't tell you. It don't matter if they're Republican or Democrat. When they say things like, the ends justify the means, well, yeah, their extreme left and their extreme right are the means to which they survive off of you. Okay? And if you want to do, and I'm from here, I'm here from Texas. I've never seen certain things out here. You got a town called Searcy, and you can look this up. Searcy, Arkansas has a House of the Greek there. So if you want to speak in Greek terms when it says leave mystery babble, I can prove these things too. Um, If you look up Circe, it's Circe. And this means church. Okay, and this is why I'm talking about Mystery Babel. And I'll go back to me now. So look up Circe, and it talks about a church. It talks about him being a nymph. It talks about a witch. Okay, and these people are doing witchcraft in these churches here and in Texas. And this is why it's telling you to leave that too. Maybe some people are a little confused. Maybe the church got off from where they started to begin with. I'm not sure. Sold them something maybe. They aren't too well educated on them. So this witch, the church, doing witchcraft, anybody who makes her mad, she hits them with a stick. She turns them into animals. They defame your character. And they do this based on laws they invented. So they turn you into an animal so they can feed off of you. They're victimizing you. Your government is. And when you have politicians who lie to get into office, and when they get into office, they don't do what they say, and then you have them go in and invent laws to which the public had no say or reciprocity of, of voting these laws in and out, to which they have to live under. It's really no law at all. With that said, you kind of got to ask yourself, because these elites are looking as God, basically. What they're doing is ask yourself, what do gods do? They invent their own laws, rules, regulations, policies, procedures, mandates, etc. What else do gods do? They do what they want. These judges rule on opinion. Okay? And the biggest problem we have right now is, what else do gods do? They answer to no one. These people are unaccountable. So when you're doing false idol worship and you have a government that's really operating as a religion, and have a Capitol Dome, which is a pantheon, it might not really be a good thing to stay in America. Judging from the course of events since 2000 and the things I've seen these presidents do, it's been a slow roll at it, but there's been a lot of chaos mixed in with it to hide what they're doing. But when you're looking at your Bible and the revived Roman Empire, and these things aren't good. And get more into the searchy thing. And I'm not putting down the church. They can worship cotton candy if they want. But if they're out here choking people with it, then, these are not things that a civil society does. I'm trying to warn the people and do a good service to the people I don't even know. And this is why I'm doing this. I do this for free. I won't make money off of it. I don't want to. You can't profit from it. And the sole purpose is to help others. You're probably going to see some more Charlie Kirk stuff go on. Probably around 321, 621, 921 coming up here. If you notice, Trump put out a upside down triangle. Okay, food chart. These are signals that you should be paying aware of. See, when you go from, let me open this back up. When you go from Trump right here, and this would be Jessica Aber, U.S. Attorney. and it comes around, and this would be Charlie. In effect, this is a right side up triangle, okay? But as this thing keeps rolling around, you have your food chart that's a upside down triangle, and they sit with their hands in an upside down triangle. They're signaling. And if you see these things go on right here, this would be your upside down triangle. But combined all together, they still square their actions. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I hope I've helped some of you. I do have some people in Mountain Home playing games with me right now. They don't think I understand what they're doing. It's presented as something simple, but there's a deeper meaning to what they're doing. And there is a judge over there doing this. And we're going to go have a discussion with them and State Troop I, just for the heck of it, just to see what they say. See if they do like the FBI did this and call it the Great Divorce. Hopefully I help y'all out there. Keep watching Unveiling Shadows. And props to USA, Rick Pearson. He's pretty much got it on. They're explaining these things to you. David Heavener also is talking about the last evangelist, and the last thing he wanted to do was to sign up and be forced to be attached to this. America was great at one time, but sometimes it's time to walk away. And that's my message to y'all. Have a good day.